Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames. In this video, we're gonna talk about Pete Davidson sharing with his audience that he's currently using ketamine or ketamine to treat his depression, and he made them aware of this information at one of his comedy gigs. Now, if you are aware, it was a few months ago that it was announced that Pete would start rehabilitation because of depression that he was going through. Just the long and short of it, right? A lot coupled with personality disorder and some other mental challenges. Now, Pete has always been very transparent, I believe, about his mental health condition. And, over the past couple of years, Pete has shared that, he is normally depressed. He'll just wake up feeling depressed and consistently having to fight to bring himself out of that depression. And you would ask, if Kim knows this, why would Kim date someone so fickle, use him in such a manner to taunt Ye, who was too depressed and in a very fickle state? And if you're asking that question, my answer to that question would be because only narcissists tend to do those things. They tend to prey on people's emotion a lot, and they love when the odds are against you instead of for you. So if they find your weakness and they are able to manipulate that, they're going to use it to the best of their advantage to get what they want out of you. Many people believe that this is what Kim Kardashian did to Pete. And after Kim and Pete broke up, what I found to be very interesting was the fact that when Pete, started saying that, we don't know for a fact, because looking at the media today versus last year, we're seeing things differently, and we have been able to prove that the media is something oftentimes that is just not trustworthy depending on the media outlet. So based on that, I would say last year we were told that Ye was the one who basically caused Pete to be getting, therapy. But looking back at all of that report now, I have to say it would not be Ye, honestly, because if he's always depressed, waking up depressed, coupled with a breakup, you can only imagine what position he was thrown in at that time. So looking back now, really, it's as though a lot of things are coming to light. And I have to say that someone and their mental health isn't always something that is easy to talk about, much less being that vulnerable. Yes, I am aware that Pete crossed the line, but I also do believe, that Pete has always been a narcissist as well. And I do also believe in forgiveness. Additionally, ketamine, when you look at that medication, right, he's saying that he's using the nasal spray and it basically blocks your emotion. And I honestly believe that people need to feel because, you're alive. People need to feel. And I do hope that there is a alternative treatment to this condition that Pete has, because it's a lot, from post-traumatic stress disorder to borderline personality disorder, and the list goes on. And when you look at what ketamine does for the body, it's a form of like sedative, right? A form of like anesthesia, but he's using the nasal spray, which makes it a bit less effective. This is also used to treat some pains as well. But this treatment, I honestly cannot see good in this type of treatment. But then again, it's not for me to see the good in it. it is for Pete to, just be in a better place. Mental health, mental challenges are never easy, and people do not purchase their medical condition. And I do hope that, everything works out for the guy again, irrespective of everything that he has, done when it comes to Kim and Ye. Also, if you look at Pete's history, he lost his dad during September 9/11, and just imagine you learning that you've lost your father, someone you were close with, and then having to wake up every day, being trapped with that news, because basically at that time it was reporting everywhere. There was no escaping it, even if you wanted to. So on a daily basis, for years, he was caught in a loop, having to face with that and coming to terms with the reality that his father was never coming home. And as a boy, you can only imagine, because if you haven't been there, you would have no idea of what he has actually gone through. While we can understand pain and heartbreak, for everyone it is different. You cannot tell someone who has lost a parent that, hey, I know how you feel, when both of your parents are still alive. I really do believe that is out of line, and it's a inconsiderate spiel. I consider it a spiel because you haven't really put much thought into it to process, have I ever lost my parents like this individual? And if I did, does my parents and I have the same relationship, connection, bond as this individual? So while we can understand what he's going through, if you didn't have the relationship that he had with his dad, and if you had lost a parent, then you would not understand his, state of mind as a child coming up to this point. And I believe this is why some people were so sensitive about Pete and Kim dating him, because men are oftentimes fragile and fickle after dating a Kardashian, and Pete was that before. So, but overall, I'm actually happy that, he's taking the necessary steps to get the help needed. And that's all I have to say about that. Let me know what are your thoughts, and see you all next time. Bye, guys.